Welcome inside Southern Highlands Country Club, everyone. I'm very excited to show you this property today. Now, this property we're going to show you today was built by Christopher Homes. This is one of their prototypical floor plans for this reason right here. Now, this internal courtyard is fantastic, and I gotta stop saying fantastic because I've been blowing this up on every video, but this is what everyone gravitates towards because, especially in Las Vegas where it tends to be a little windy, because you're completely obstructed on all four sides, you tend to not have so much wind. So it's a great place to spend outside when you do have those windy days, but the temperature's right. Now, over here, this structure is the third bay garage. So you will see that there is a door right here. And then of course this staircase. This staircase leads you directly into the primary suite, which we'll see towards the end of this video, but you do have direct access. Now, what's really neat is, again, in this courtyard entry, you have your fireplace and your outdoor seating area, but check this out. Over in this direction, there's literally 6 doors that have access to this courtyard. So you have 1, 2, 3 the front door, 4, 5, and 6 over by the kitchen. So whether you just want to get some fresh air or you want the ingress and egress and just cut through the courtyard, you have an abundance of available ventilation and natural airspace. Fantastic. So here we go into the front door, and we're going to start at the entry, and then we're going to find our way to the kitchen. So there you go, Ashley. So in this entry area, we do have a 20-foot high ceiling, which is centerpieced by this nice chandelier. The flooring throughout this entire property downstairs is going to be that skeuomorphic tile we've discussed before. So it's tile that looks like wood. That's the definition of skeuomorphic, something that looks like something it isn't. Now the drywall in here, they did an unbelievable job. All the drywall has been smoothly done, so you don't have the orange peel drywall that you typically have in Las Vegas. And this home originally came with an orange peel drywall texture instead of the smooth stucco style. Now we do have the formal living and dining room here, but we're gonna get to this in a minute because we always start off in the kitchen. So coming down this hallway, we have the family room, which we will discuss in a minute, but here's the kitchen, check this out. Now this entire house has been recently remodeled. So of course it's very contemporary. This is a newer version of what this originally looked like. So we've seen a million times. We do have a lovely large island with a waterfall return. They did not skimp on this. This is actual marble. This is not a quartz replicated product. This is actual marble. They did a full custom, so it's a 3-inch mitered edge. Great job. Now, when we talk about the cabinetry, you'll see this is one type of cabinetry, and I love the veneer. This looks wonderful and elegant. And then the rest of the cabinetry is more of your shaker style cabinetry that we're used to seeing. A little bit less expensive, but a nice contrast between the two. So again, we do have the marble countertops with a 3-inch return. We do have our self-closing shaker style cabinetry. I love this. You guys tell me what you think. I love that we do have cabinetry in the upper portion, but I love the floating shelves. I think it gives it a really elegant, nice look. Love the accent lights. Now, we do have a commercial grade 48-inch dual fuel range, so very nice, and it's Thor. Thor seems to be the go-to for flippers due to supply constraints. I've been seeing a lot of Thor appliances. This was a wonderful job. So your commercial style ventilation vent hood, I love the way they framed this into the drywall, and then they used the same veneer that they had from the cabinetry and floating shelves. What do you guys think? Would you rather see this raw and open, or do you like this finished and complete? And then I love how they put in recessed lights next to this area. It just gives an abundance of light for when you're cooking and preparing. All right, so more of the cabinetry. Here we have a Maytag built-in dishwasher, pretty standard. We have our undermount sink. This was just bad design. Has nothing to do with the flipper, but is it just me? Is this like an OCD thing? I feel like this should be shorter. Everything about this just seems very awkward, but that's just me picking nits. All right, we do have a built-in GE 48-inch refrigeration system, so adequate for this type of home. Might have been nice to have a secondary refrigerator or go with like a 60-inch refrigeration system, but I'm picking nits. Now, we'll get to this little area first. Now, this whole house is basically built like a horseshoe, so it's a little bit difficult to walk you through this entire property without seeing a bit of redundant spaces, so just bear with me. Now, over here, we have the mud deck area, so when you come in from the garage, which is right there, you can sit down, take your shoes off. Brand new LG washer dryers. On the pedestals, we have the same shaker style cabinets, but even this sink over here, no one's ever gonna see except for you. Even this sink has quartz countertops and a stainless steel undermount sink. So again, they did a very nice job on this property of not skipping too many corners, because we see that all the time. Over here, we have our walk-in pantry. Not fully custom, but a little bit nicer. But check how deep this is. Goes all the way down here, and then above me right here, these are the staircase that leads right into the primary that we showed you from the garage. Now, this is your 2-car garage. I'm sure we can get some B-roll. There's nothing really exciting going on with that garage, so I'll spare you. Now, over here in the breakfast nook area is nice. We have the same veneer cabinetry that's in the island over there. We do have the marble countertops with the 3-inch lip. We do have the floating shelves. Oh, my little titillation, right, Ashley? I'm just loving these built-in microwaves because of all these commercial vent hoods. You got to build them in, but I just love this. I am such a nerd and I'm such a simpleton. I just love the open close feature. Probably shouldn't have wasted 10 seconds on that, but I just had to show you. Okay, like we were telling you earlier, we do have 6 doors that lead into the courtyard, and this is one of them. So this would be fantastic on a wonderful morning. This morning it was like 66 when I woke up. Be wonderful to have breakfast here with that courtyard. Now over here we have the wet bar. So again, we have the same cabinetry that we saw in the kitchen island. Very elegant, very nice. We have the undermount stainless steel sink. The only thing that's weird here is we have cabinetry here, which is lovely, and it's effective. It's just odd that they didn't put any refrigeration. I would imagine this would be a really good place to put in refrigeration for your red, white wine, or even like a draft spigot for a keg. Okay, moving along, now we're in the family room area. And again, you know, it's so nice to see this smooth drywall texture instead of the orange peel. It definitely gives it a much richer look. And again, they spent a lot of money on this property to do an entire 4,500 square foot home just for a flip. So wonderful job. Now you guys, tell me what you think about this. Now, normally we see media walls, and normally what I do and what you normally see is a media wall that goes directly up to the ceiling. I actually really like this. What do you guys think? I like that they did a half wall. Yeah, I thought it was kind of neat. And this is a 75-inch television, so I mean, it gives you a sense of size. Now, the elephant in the room is this fireplace. Now, I mean, this is a fireplace. I'm 6'1", for that troll out there who didn't believe me, but I'm 6'1", and I've got a 76-inch wingspan. I had to measure, because this is a big one. This is big. 100-inch fireplace. I prefer the Dimplex because it's frameless and it looks a little bit more elegant than this. I don't like mounting above the tile, but you can't argue with a 100-inch fireplace. That's pretty cool, man. Okay, over here, we do have our slider. Now this is a 12-foot slider, so it's pretty good sized, but this is not a pocket. So I'm sure in the B-roll you'll see it'll collapse and collect right over here on this right side. But this gives you a really nice vantage point. You can go right into the jacuzzi, right in the pool, and of course, beyond the fence is the golf course. So again, very nice. This gives a great space for that indoor-outdoor living. Wonderful for hanging out. Okay, back to what we saw before, and how nice is this view of the hallway? I love this. Okay, coming over into the formal dining room area. Little odd, they didn't put recessed lighting. There's a lot of recessed lighting they put in this house. Perhaps because of this lighting fixture, they decided to omit the recessed lighting. I probably would have put 6, that's just me. So we have the same shaker style cabinetry. They still did the full custom marble countertop, very nice. I like the hexagonal laid backsplash that goes up to the entire wall. And of course we have the same floating shelves that we saw in the kitchen. Very nice, very elegant, perfect for a formal dining room. One of the other things too, all these windows have been cased in. So it's these kinds of details that you notice in person that you normally wouldn't notice in the typical video. But we have a modern crown edge, very nice casings. And again, we have another 12-foot long slider here, not a pocket again. Obviously, if it was a pocket, we wouldn't be able to have this window here. But very nice for that indoor-outdoor living. Now here's cool, and this is what I was talking about earlier. Normally we see media walls that are built from the floor to the ceiling, and then the television, you know, here. I always say the obligatory hookup. But this is neat. So this is, I believe, a 72-inch Dynasty electric fireplace. Very cool. We've been seeing a lot of these show up lately. Now this, I wouldn't say they skimped out because this looks fantastic, but we have the same cabinetry that we saw in the island, and this is a prefab quartz counter surface. So a little bit less expensive than going with the full marble, but again, still looks wonderful and, you know, still gets the job done. Very nice. Okay, we will see this in a minute, but now we're right back where we started off inside the house in this entry area, and we're gonna head down this wing because this is where the secondary bedrooms are located. Now here to the left, this is just a simple coat closet. So yeah, looks like a coat closet. There's not much going on there. Okay, now right here, you can see to your left, here's another door. So you have a door from this hallway to go right into the courtyard. Wonderful. Might be a little dark. We weren't able to get the ceiling fan operating for some reason, but this is the secondary suite. There's 3 bedrooms in this house. I'll call this bedroom number 2 since the primary is 1. Here we have same deal as we had in that formal living room. We have a prefab countertop. So we have a white quartz prefab undermount sink, nice black accents. As we'll get to in the primary suite, I love these mirrors. I just like the way it ties together. We do have the new shaker style prefab cabinetry. We have a little toilet area, and then we have a simple shower surround. So they kept the same bathtub. It actually looks like they definitely refinished this bathtub. You can see where this was refinished. So they kept the original tub, cut one little corner, refinished it, and then we have a vertical laid tile all the way to the ceiling. One of the things you'll notice in a lot of remodels, glass is expensive. So instead of spending $1,000 plus, a lot of times builders will just leave it wide open. So obviously we don't have anything here. At this price, it'd be weird to have a shower curtain, but you can always hit up the seller for some glass. All right, heading over back to this other secondary. Over here is the last bedroom. So this is the second secondary, or bedroom number 3. Now in this one, pretty cool. Over to your left, we have a dedicated door that goes right into this courtyard area. So this is the better bedroom to have since you can literally just walk in, walk out. You have another window. This leads to a weird little sitting area. I don't know if you noticed when we first came in from the front gate, but this is a really nice, romantic, intimate little seating area. Don't know that you would ever use it since you have a courtyard, but if you need to take a private call, this might be the spot. Coming over here, I don't know that this matches one bit at all. We're probably not getting it on this shot. I'll try to get some B-roll, but we have the same skeuomorphic tile from the rest of the house in here. I don't think it works. For this little space, I would have gone with something different. The carpet is wonderful, so I'll try to get a B-roll shot of the carpet. This doesn't even match. Everything in here is gray and white, and we have brown tile. I'm not really feeling it. But we have quartz countertop, we have the shaker style cabinetry, and we have a nice shower. Because this one didn't have a tub, they actually popped for the money for glass, but we just have a 12 by 24 inch porcelain tile, nice little cutout for your shampoo, nice features as far as, you know, your rainfall style shower head and wand. Nice, not bad. Okay, we've seen this. Now let's go check out in between the first floor and the second floor. Is it like a 1.5 floor? Is it a mid floor? I don't know, you guys tell me in the comments, what would you call it? A 1.5 floor, a mid floor? I don't know. This is definitely a little funky. But as we come around this staircase, we come up to this landing area. Now this landing area is where we have the den office, and this will be the bathroom that your guests will use. So this is really actually a lovely office. We got recessed lighting, we have a luxury ceiling fan. Like I mentioned earlier, all the windows are cased in. The one thing I did notice, little detail, they didn't quite get the casing right. It's a little bit off. I'll try to remember to get some B-roll in here. I'm probably the one that's gonna notice that, but still very nice. Little view of the pool, great view of the golf course, great office with double French doors. So, this is your powder bathroom. So in here, again, we have the same cabinetry that we've seen over and over and over again. Prefab quartz countertops, above mount sink, all the black accents for your hardware. Love the wall sconces, and of course, the black rim mirror. So, we have now officially seen the entire downstairs. Now let's run upstairs because the only part of upstairs is the primary suite. So let's run upstairs and let's cover that and we'll wrap this up. Okay, now we are in the primary suite. If you like balconies, you're gonna love this primary suite because this is like an obnoxious amount of balconies. We'll see this in a second, but here to your left, this is the primary bathroom. I love this. It just feels very spa-like in here. Because of this ultra bright white walls, this room in person is blindingly bright. Now, so popular and I still love them. We have this floating tub, very cool, very dark charcoal gray tub. Very nice, very cool. Going back to what I was saying earlier, what I really like is the hardware. So right here you can see the Schluter for the window casing. So they cased all the windows. This is like attention to detail. All of these windows were cased in, but this is using the same porcelain tile as we'll see in a minute here in the shower instead of wood. And then we have the black Schluter, which ties in with the trim you're gonna see here and then over here. Now this is what I loved the most. Now over here, we have her side of the bathroom. So we have prefab quartz countertops, under mount sinks, black hardware fixtures. But this is what I'm saying, I just love this little relationship of detail. I actually love these massive mirrors with the black rim, ties in with the Schluter, ties in with the hardware. Simple, elegant, lovely, nice. Now flooring, we have, I believe this was 24 by 48 inch porcelain tile. So wonderful tile throughout this entire bathroom. This is what I was saying downstairs. It probably would have taken only 2 of these floor tiles to do that entire bathroom. I probably would have used this leftover instead of like the entry downstairs tile. Now this is a really cool closet. Now this isn't like a full custom California closet, but this is a custom closet. As it says here, this space was designed by the Container Store. So yeah, if you are looking to do a closet, I guess you can call Michelle Gaston and she'll take care of you. But this is cool. This is a really neat closet. The walls have a special wood veneer to just give it a little bit of a richer look. They still went with a 6-inch baseboard in the closet. And of course, this flooring is all the same 24 by 48 inch tile. So for a closet, this is really actually on par. Now we're gonna cross over the bathroom and check out the shower area. So again, this is his side of the bathroom. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now I'm gonna hop in the shower. Now the floor, I love the floor plan. It's a nice kind of Calcutta marble, hexagonal laid floor plan. Great job with the transitions, looks fantastic. 24 by 48 inch porcelain tile. It's the exact same tile as the floor, same tile that they use a little extra to case in all those windows. Now we do have a nice waterfall style shower head. We have the body washers, and then here we actually do have a real bona fide shower head. Here is all your diverter system, your temperature control, and of course a hand wand, and you have a shelf to sit, shave your legs, do whatever you need to do. Right on. Okay, now that we've seen the primary bathroom, let's whip around and let's see what's going on with the rest of this primary suite. Now, as I alluded to, this is one of, let's just say, a few balconies. So now this balcony, again, I don't know that you're really ever gonna use this balcony, but this balcony leads to look right over the courtyard. I think the only reason you would ever use this is for ventilation on a nice day, or if you just need to yell at someone who's in the courtyard, because I don't know that you're really gonna use this one, but okay, that is one of a few. Now, here is the primary suite. So we step up And this is obviously where the bed is. We have a nice accent wall with a little designer touches for some wood. Again, like we talked about multiple times, all the windows are cased in an abundance of natural light. Wonderful job with the carpet. More windows over here. And now we were talking about balconies. Why would I use that balcony when I could use this balcony? Come check this one out. Now over here, we have a huge balcony. I mean, this is a really large balcony. And behind me, you can see this is the golf course. So, I mean, if I were to sip some coffee out on the balcony, I think I'd probably rather be able to look at the golf course and the mesa behind me as opposed to a courtyard. But that's just me, to each their own. Let's come back in and let's see this primary retreat. So, you'll notice we have another Napoleon fireplace, but this one's cool. Even though it's electric, it's a two-way fireplace. So this is really, really neat. I don't know that we've seen too many two-way electric fireplaces used like this. We have our obligatory media wall. In this case, it's kind of set up as a partition. Don't know if we talked about it, but the television for the bed is kind of off center. I hate that, but you gotta do what you gotta do. In the retreat area, how many balconies could you have? I'll tell you right now, there's 4 balconies just for the primary suite. And this one is, I don't think this is subjective. This is completely worthless. This is a Juliet balcony that literally I can't even put my whole foot to the railing. So again, this is good for yelling at people in the courtyard. Some natural ventilation, not much else. And then over here, this door is the door that led us down the staircase, down here into that 3rd bay garage. So kind of an awkward setup, because I would imagine most people are gonna park in the 2-car garage, not the 1-car garage, and having direct access to it, I don't know. I mean, really, I guess the main play is you can come up to the master retreat and then down to the courtyard. I don't really get it, but you tell me, is that something functional? Tell me in the comments, why would you ever use that staircase? I'm interested in any other application. All right, having said that, we have seen the entire inside of this property. So now we're gonna see the backyard really quick and then wrap this one up. All right, guys, welcome outside. Now, we got the slider open, so now you can feel that indoor-outdoor experience. Above me is our built-in patio cover. We've got 2 ceiling fans, so again, you can have some seating area over here. But this leads you right into the hot tub. So now our pool area, we have pavers for the whole backyard. The edge of the pool, I'm personally not a fan. You guys tell me what you think. Not loving the brick tile edge. To me, it reminds me of very 80s. Considering this home was a lot newer, it's a very, very conservative and traditional. Not really in line with the rest of the house, but it is what it is. We do have a PebbleTech pool with bubblers for self-cleaning. The one thing that was weird to me is the way that this is constructed with the hot tub. It's flush with the pool. So I just kind of have a feeling that when you're in the jacuzzi, you're gonna have pool water coming back in. I don't know if it reduces the height of the pool. That seemed a little odd to me, but nonetheless, you do have your hot tub here, and it's very, very private. Your neighbors can barely see you over there. You're good. Now, as you can see, coming down this corridor, we have an extended patio cover with 3 ceiling fans, so that's very lovely. This was our formal living room and dining room, so you can see we can come in, we can come out. This is actually the better vantage point. I'm sure we'll get some B-roll, but this is where you can see that pool a little bit better. Right here, you can see that we have 3 water features. The water's a little hard, so you'll see the white scaling, but nice water feature, gives it a little bit of a nice sound to it. Now, as we keep coming down, due to water restrictions, synthetic turf out here in the desert has become more and more popular. So this area is great for like kids or your pet. So this is all artificial turf. Again, this direction over here, this is the golf course for Southern Highlands Country Club. But what's neat is we're elevated above the course. So we're a solid 15, 20 feet high. It's not private at all. We do have a cart path, but this entire time we haven't seen one person, and it's a perfect day out. So not private, but somewhat private enough because of the elevation. Now over here, we do have, this is massive. We have a massive Baja shelf. I mean, you can easily fit 4 to 6 chaise lounges in here. We do have the pop-up bubblers that we discussed earlier to push all the dirt and debris towards the filters. And then we have 2 little holes so you can actually have umbrellas. So you could have a little bit more privacy, a little sun coverage. But I mean, this is a smaller backyard, but it's lovely. Well, you guys tell me what you think. What was your favorite part of the house? Is it the floor plan itself, that massive courtyard entry? Is it the exposure to the golf course? Is it that 2-way electric fireplace, the 100-inch fireplace? I'd love to hear your comments. Now, special thanks to the listing broker for allowing me to shoot this listing. And guys, please click to subscribe, like the video. We've got tons more property tours. I'm putting them out every Tuesday and Thursday. So if you love this one, we got a lot more great ones coming your way. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll see you on the next one. Deuces.